what I want to talk about is how I had a thought that I am tired and becoming done with the version of me that believed it's my way or the highway. I hadn't realized until recently that I've been operating under that belief for such a long period of time. And so many things have changed in my life to the point where that belief no longer serves me. I am sure that like certain parts of my life, certain points in my life, that belief served me as a way of motivating me to accomplish the things that I wanted to accomplish, like finishing college. That's a good time to be like, yeah, like I set my mind to finishing college. Like it's my way or the highway. Like I'm not giving up on college. I'm not doing what other people want to tell me to do. I'm not like changing this plan until I've completed it, right? So like for certain situations, it has benefited me to believe in that belief that like my way is the best way. Whereas time has passed, things have changed, I have moved, I have grown, and in growing, I don't know everything. I don't know it all, so I have to release and let go of believing that I always know what's best. Sometimes life's and it happens and you happen with it. Like you don't know what's happening. You don't know what's best. You just live. And some way, somehow, in me living, I have grown to accept the fact that, and to acknowledge the fact that good is complex. You can have a good life and experience moments that are not necessarily the most positive all the time. And just because you don't experience the most positive experiences doesn't make your life any less good than it actually is. What's happening in your life for you is actually for you. Like, it's good for you. It's helping you grow. It's helping you learn something new. It's helping you experience something you haven't experienced before. It's helping you learn so that you become better for your future. And I've had to learn that. Right now, I'm in a stage where I'm beginning another new year here. And I'm talking about my housing, which means that things are changing again. And although there's a version of me who wants to think that this time is similar to the last time because things look like they kind of did the last time, the truth is, this is the newest time. This is a new time. And the reason this is the best and newest time is because I know more now than I did the last time. Meaning that I can do differently now than I did last time. I can plan better. I can try something different. I feel as though I've been given a new slate in a sense. Like, this is my new slate, and a part of me feels excited to have a new slate and to be in a new level of age, mindset, experience, the whole nine. Because this past year, I've grown so much and learned so much that I intend to utilize in this year going forward so that this is the best year that I've had here ever. And that has a lot of meanings to it, right? The truth is, my way isn't real. And that's the problem. In my head, my way is successful all the time. And that doesn't mean that I'm not successful all the time because I am. I believe I actually am a successful person. I accomplish a lot of things all the time. And it's often little things that add up. It's the moments where I creatively figure out how to solve a problem that I thought I was having. It's the moments where I set my mind to doing something and I actually do it, which I often do. That's what I consider being successful, is saying that you're going to do something and actually doing it, accomplishing it, and having it as a result. Having it as a result, like saying like I did that. I did that. Recently, I I've had moments where I feel like my mind was spiraling because I was trying to control so many things that were out of my control. And although I knew they were out of my control, I wanted to believe that if I focused on them in my mind and if I tried to plan for them being better some way, somehow, that would change things. And it didn't. It hasn't. It's actually been making things worse, right? And it's not like it makes my life worse because life is good. It just makes my experience of the good life not the best. So as life is being good, I'm spiraling in the good life in my mind because I don't know how to just allow the life to be what it is. And I know I'm not the only one. So going forward, I'm learning how to flow more, to trust that life is good all the time and I am good and good things happen because they do. And even when things don't look like how I would want them to, in those moments, I'm learning to release whatever it is that I thought it would look like, whatever it is that I thought it would be like, because that's all it was. It was a thought, it was an idea, you know? And all of this came to me, honestly, when I was out here walking through the grass. I haven't walked to the park in over a month or two now. And today, I decided I'm going to take myself on a walk and come to the park. So as I came to the park, I'm going to use this opportunity to ground. So I'm barefooted walking through the grass, right? And the grass is so soft and it feels so good. And I'm enjoying it, right? Until I get to the part of the grass that has sticks in it. And it's a bit uncomfortable. And as I hit that part of the grass, immediately within me, I get irritated. I'm like, like I want to ground and I want to just have soft grass. And now, because I'm a curious person and I want to walk around as much grass as possible, I ended up in the grass that has sticks. And at first, my initial reaction is, oh my gosh, like this is so annoying. Why is the grass like this? And then I listened to myself saying that and I realized, like, no, like I realized that the grass is just like that. And if I don't like it, I can back up, like I can move back. But I'm not gonna lie, I had already taken about 10 steps in to that type of grass, and I was like, like it's the bridge between the soft grass and the beach where the sand is. So I was like, no, the destination that I wanted to be near is the sand, which is forward. So what sense would it make in me going backwards simply because I don't like how the ground is? And when I thought about it like that, I was like, that's deep. Like, I'm realizing that oftentimes I will want something, I will know that I want it, I will say that I want it, and I will start the process in going after it. And if it's not as easy as I thought it would be, if it doesn't happen as quickly as I thought it would, or if I don't receive what I thought I would receive, because sometimes I'm wanting to receive different things for different things. And when I see how things are, I realize that I have been putting myself between a rock and a hard place, because a lot of things in life, they are what they are, and you can either take them or leave them. Whereas your belief, you can change. You can change. And if you cling on too much to your belief and your view of how you think things should be, instead of accepting how things are, then you will feel stuck. You will feel stuck. You might feel like things are not, you know, things are not good. You might feel like, what is going on? Like, this is not what you wanted. And the whole time, whatever is happening is exactly what's supposed to be happening so you can have whatever it is that you said you wanted. And the thing is, you didn't know that whatever is happening is bringing you to what you want. You don't know that sometimes, because what's in front of you in the reality, you don't want it. It looks like you don't want it when it's exactly what you wanted. You just didn't know that that's how it would come. You just didn't know that you would have to go through that in order to get to where you want to be. At least that's what I've learned on my own journey. Especially in these past 2 years, I feel like I've done a lot of things that I didn't want to do, because I honestly felt like I had no choice. And I had reached a point where I was just so exhausted with feeling stuck that I made the decision to just do something, or just go with what's there. Like, what is flowing, what has shown up, like what has opened up for me, and just going and seeing what's next, like seeing how I can utilize that piece going forward, seeing how that could help me grow, and then I could take how I've grown in order to grow going forward. I realized that I want to stop doing that. I want to stop knowing what I want and then taking the steps towards it. And then, because I believed that I would have what I want by a certain time, within a certain manner, in a certain, package. And then, let's say I didn't get it in the timeline, I didn't get it in the package. Then it's like, oh, maybe it's not for me. Oh, this is seeming too hard. Or, oh, this is uncomfortable. Or, oh, this is not what I thought it would be like. Like, when those comments come up out of me, I'm realizing that that's the right response. Like, of course, you didn't know what it would consist of. Of course, it's different than you imagined, because you were only imagining. You were only imagining. The best example I could think of right now is like a beach day, right? There are some people in this world who imagine a beach day as being so cute, putting on your bathing suit, having all the tools to set up so you could play in the sand, having the camera to take all the pictures, the cooler, all the stuff. But what people are forgetting is the wind at the beach, the sand blowing up into your face. They're forgetting the heat and how hot the sand can be, the sun beaming down on you, and just how uncomfortable all of it can be. They're forgetting the potential saltiness of the water that you're swimming in. They're forgetting the amount of people at the beach, how loud it is. They're forgetting all the other parts of the beach. And some people don't even know about the other parts of the beach. Only those who go to the beach often would know. So if you've never been to the beach and you're like, oh, I want to go to the beach because I saw this picture, now you have in your head this idea of this specific picture, and you insert yourself in a picture and you're holding that image, holding that image, holding that image, and then you end up at the beach and it's not what you thought it was, but it's exactly what you wanted, right? Because you wanted the beach, you wanted to play in the water, you wanted to build your sand castles, you wanted to do all of that, but you just didn't know that you would be in the hot sun. You didn't know that people want to be there for hours. You didn't know that you would tan and potentially burn, so you might not have brought, like, there's so many things you just didn't know. And yet, that's what you wanted. That's what you wanted. That's what I'm learning. So now I'm learning to like relax into me having the things that I want. And the fact that having the things that I want require work. Having the things that I want for myself require work, and that's the part that nobody is able to show me, to tell me. That's the part that I have to do. That's the part that I have to do, right? And it's also the decision that I have to make, because what I'm realizing is I can either keep going and fully receive what it is that I want, right? Like keep going and finish what I started and bring my dreams to fruition fully, or I can get caught up in the fact that I have to work more, work differently, or just work, period, right? I could just get caught up in that and end up feeling stuck, spiraling, not moving forward, not getting any closer to where it is that I want to be, and repeating this cycle of you start going in a direction that you want to go, things are not looking like how you want it to look, so then you stop, right? And when you stop, at least when I stop, what happens is within me, I feel, okay, I still want the dream, so let me commit again. And then you start again. And then you're like, oh my gosh, like this is looking like so much work. And then you're like, okay, I'm going to stop. Like, and then you stop and you just keep stop, go, stop, stop, go, stop, go, stop. It's just like, I'm at a point where I'm like able to see that pattern, and I'm realizing, okay, I don't want to keep doing this. Like, I want to commit to finishing all that I start. And certain projects that I start are going to take longer to finish than others. And that's okay. That's okay. Because what I'm realizing is as I organize the projects that I'm doing, and I am truthful with myself about the amount of time that it's going to take for me to accomplish said project, then I feel like I have some control. You know? Like I'm realizing I don't need to control everything. I just need to know what I'm focusing on, what my goals are for myself, and how to balance doing what it is that I want to do while doing what it is that I don't want to do. It's like how to balance relaxing and enjoying life while also working and getting the things I need and I want to get done. Because truth be told, I just want to live. Really, I just want to live and relax and be at the beach whenever I want to go to the beach, go to the store whenever I want to go to the store, catch a flight whenever I want to catch a flight. And that's cute and all. Yet, I have to focus on the details because that's like big picture. Yet, there's steps that need to be taken in order for me to reach that big picture. And the craziest thing is the fact that I actually have the time to do the things that I don't want to do. Like, there's so many things that I don't want to do. I don't want to wake up early in the morning sometimes. I don't want to go to work and exchange my time for money. And I don't want to listen to somebody tell me, honestly, just about anything. Unless I'm paying you to tell me something. That's why you go to school. That's why you attend a seminar and a lecture and all those things. Like, I really don't enjoy authoritative figures believing that because of a title that they have that they could tell me whatever. I'm realizing that certain things that's going to be short term, I need to allow them to be short term. And certain things that's going to be long term, I need to understand that it's going to be long term and commit to it being long term because it's a lifelong journey. It's a part of my lifelong journey, at least. Like videography, every year I grow some ways. I grow in multiple ways in videography as I experiment with how I'm editing, with adding words, music, zooming, all of these things that it takes to create videos. I'm getting better simply by repetitively creating. That's helping me get better. And my goal isn't to be the best or to compete with anybody. My goal is to be my best. In order to do that, I gotta let go control of what I think my best is. Because honestly, the only things that count are the things that are done. This video is just to say I'm learning to trust, I'm releasing control, I'm learning to let go, I'm learning to flow, I'm learning to relax. I'm learning that I have a lot of time, I'm learning that I have a lot of life, I'm learning that doing something right now to get by is okay. Where I am in my journey, I feel like I have rested enough and I have matured enough and I'm in a good place of wanting to balance things. I'm wanting to create a system of stability for myself, utilizing what's available to me now. Have I always thought that way? No, I haven't. Honestly, I thought that the job that I used to have, I thought that that was going to be a bit more long term. Like, I'm so glad that I made it more short term because I listened to myself. There were so many things attached to that job that I just wasn't willing to. I just felt like it cost too much. Period. That's the only way I can say it. It was costing me too much mental, physical. It was just costing way too much for me. So now I'm trying to find another route that doesn't cost me as much as the route that I had before. And in order to accept this new route, I had to accept the fact that my way or the highway ain't gonna cut it, right? Instead of my way, a way works. Another way works, right? Because usually that phrase means that the highway is nowhere, right? It's either this plan or nothing. Whereas now I'm like, okay, my plan, forget, I don't gotta be my plan. It does not have to be my plan. It just has to be a plan, a good plan, a plan that moves me forward. Anyways, I hope that this video made sense. Yeah.